Welcome to another episode of Slinging Dice from the Comfy Chair. Alright, Dice Slingers, I don't know if you've heard, but there's a bit of news this week. This episode is entitled The Return of Big Dice. It looks like the long absent Mega Corp from Gen Con, the founders, Wizards of the Coast, is returning to Gen Con. Now, I'm going to give some of my thoughts on that. Like I said, this is strictly my opinion. You can take it or leave it. That's entirely up to you. And like I'm going to say is, it is after, I think since their apps that they're, I don't know if, I haven't kept up with Gen Con, so I don't know. But I think their last appearance in Gen Con for Wizards of the Coast was in 2014, so they've been gone, I guess, about nine years, yeah, about 9 years, okay. And my feelings on their return is, too little, too late. I see this as simply employed by Wizards as an attempt to try to win back fans to the game without actually doing a heartfelt apology. Now, if they want to do that at the convention, I would applaud them. But I think it's that they're just basically they're trying to drum up support for the 6th edition. I know they don't call it 6th edition, but and their virtual tabletop. That is what I think that they are up to at Gen Con this year, is to try to promote the virtual tabletop, their new VTT, and their, that's my cat in the background, in case you didn't know. They're going to try to, get people to enthused about their new edition, get people all, get the cheerleaders going for it, and we'll see. But like I said, I don't think this is, I don't think that them returning to Gen Con is really that big of a deal, because they're not going, in my opinion, they're not going to try to heal wounds and, bring the gaming community closer together. They're out there to drum up support and get people to open up their wallets for the new edition, which they said would be backwards compatible, but you still have to buy the new core books. Not really sure how that works. Well, actually I am. It means that it's not backwards compatible, and you got to buy the core books if you want to keep playing the official version of Dungeons and Dragons by Wizards of the Coast. Like I said, they're going to have people that are going to, at the convention, they're going to be really excited about it. But I think a lot of people, I don't think people are going to be mean and rude, but they're just probably just generally disinterested in the in Dungeons and Dragons. I think a lot of people have moved on into new systems. I know I have. I've gone to the OSR, which I don't believe is going to have very much of a presence at Gen Con, if just based on what I've been hearing. Now, that's to say that they won't be that games of the OSR won't be there, but I think it's basically going to be what's always been the last few years. It's going to be D&D heavy convention, but I don't think even when the 5e players, I don't feel there's going to be much of a embrace of the new edition at Gen Con this year. Now, that's and related to Gen Con and other conventions, here's a PSA. Before attending any convention, read the code of conduct for that convention. Now, this way you don't cause a scene, okay? Because believe it or not, being thrown out of a con is not a good thing, especially if you knew going in that what you were going to do or say would be wasn't allowed. And it is most cons are a private event. They're not public, and or a public. They're a private entity makes the rules, and as an attendee, you have to live by them. Which means general rule of thumb is don't wear provocative political shirts of real world candidates, because you're going to probably run into someone that doesn't like that person, and you and them might end up having a shouting match in the middle of the con, which if I get you both kicked up. Anyway, just as a PSA, read the code of conduct for the con or convention that you're going to be attending. And now, in closing, like I said, I'm going to review a Gen Con will feature Wizards of the Coast. I don't think they're going to have their big setup, from what I've been hearing, that they're probably just redoing panels and trying to introduce the upcoming edition. And, well, that's it for me. Next time, I'm going to go over, for your game matches, I'm going to go over how to set up an ambush that really gets your players on their toes. All right, until next time, keep slinging those dice.